This is Crypto Clarity. Today we're diving into one of the most common questions I get from people who are just getting into Bitcoin. Should you dollar cost average into Bitcoin, or should you go all in with a lump sum? In other words, hit that smash buy button right away. Now, both approaches have passionate supporters, and the truth is, each method has pros and cons. By the end of this video, you'll know which strategy makes the most sense for you. Before we compare the strategies, let's quickly remind ourselves why Bitcoin is worth owning in the first place. Bitcoin is censorship-resistant money. In a world where bank accounts get frozen, payments get blocked, and people get debanked, Bitcoin is unstoppable. No government, no company, no central authority can prevent you from sending, receiving, or holding it. Bitcoin is sound money, unlike dollars or euros, which are constantly being printed and losing value. Bitcoin has a fixed supply. Only 21 million coins will ever exist. That's why it preserves your purchasing power better than stocks, bonds, or even real estate. Bitcoin is borderless and permissionless. You don't need approval from anyone to use it. If you have an internet connection, you can participate in the Bitcoin economy. So, with all these advantages, the real question becomes not if you should buy Bitcoin, but how you should buy it. Strategy 1. Dollar cost averaging DCA. Dollar cost averaging means you commit to buying a fixed amount of Bitcoin at regular intervals, daily, weekly, or monthly, no matter the price. For example, you might buy $100 worth of Bitcoin every Friday. Sometimes you'll buy higher, sometimes lower, but over time, your cost basis smooths out. The biggest advantage of DCA is psychological comfort. You don't have to worry about timing the market because you're buying consistently. If the price drops, great, you're buying cheaper. If the price goes up, also great, your existing holdings are worth more. Many beginners prefer this approach because it takes the emotion out of investing and helps them stick with Bitcoin long term. Strategy 2. Lump sum smash buy. The second strategy is to take whatever money you're ready to allocate to Bitcoin and buy it all at once. That's what we call a smash buy. The advantage here is mathematical. Historically, lump sum investing has outperformed DCA most of the time, simply because Bitcoin's long-term trajectory is up. If you believe Bitcoin is still cheap compared to its future potential, say, anything under $500,000 per coin, then waiting around with cash in the bank could actually be riskier than just putting it all into Bitcoin right now. Remember, every day your money sits in the bank, it's losing value due to inflation, fees, and the fact that banks themselves are fragile. They operate on fractional reserves, which means if everyone asked for their money back at once, they couldn't deliver. We've seen this happen in Lebanon, in Cyprus, and even historically in the US. Banks close, freeze withdrawals, or limit access during crises. With Bitcoin, you control your money 24/7. So, which strategy actually wins? DCA or lump sum? A study by Bull Bitcoin analyzed millions of possible portfolios from 2016 to 2025, comparing weekly and monthly DCA versus lump sum investing. Here's what they found. Monthly DCA delivered an average return of about 333%. Weekly DCA was slightly lower at 325%, but lump sum investing, it crushed both, with average returns of over 1,700%. Now, that's a huge difference, but there's a catch. Lump sum investing comes with much higher volatility. Your portfolio value will swing wildly up and down, and psychologically, it can be tough to stomach those drawdowns. On the other hand, DCA gives you smoother, steadier growth, and that stability might make it easier to stay in Bitcoin long-term without panic selling. So, which is better? The answer depends on you. If you value peace of mind, if you don't trust yourself to hold through big swings, then DCA is probably your best bet. But if you're confident in Bitcoin's long-term trajectory and you're sitting on spare cash that you don't want melting away in the bank, then lump sum, smash buy, has historically been the better financial move. In reality, a hybrid approach might work best for most people. Put in a lump sum to get off zero, then DCA regularly to keep stacking sats over time. At the end of the day, the most important thing is this: just start. Whether you DCA or smash buy, don't overthink it. What matters most is that you own Bitcoin, you get off zero, and you take control of your financial future. Once you've built up at least 1 million sats, that's 0.01 Bitcoin, make sure you withdraw it to a secure hardware wallet, because remember, not your keys, not your coins. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you prefer DCA, lump sum, or a mix of both? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.